Hi everyone, welcome back to my channel. If you're new here, thanks for stopping by and spending part of your day with me. So today I'm going to show you how to make a delicious, quick and easy weeknight meal that's also perfect for this time of year because it's a great way to use up some of your leftover turkey from your Thanksgiving feast. Today we're going to be making creamed chicken, and I'm going to show you how I plate it over a homemade buttermilk biscuit. This recipe is really versatile because you can eat it as creamed chicken, like I said, over a biscuit, over mashed potatoes, over rice, over noodles. It's also a great way to make a pot pie filling for turkey or chicken pot pie. It's also fantastic as a base for a creamy chicken noodle soup. So you have a variety of ways to use it, so it's worth learning this method. It's super easy. So for our creamed chicken today, we are going to need some butter, flour. I used a half a cup of chopped onion, a quarter of a cup of chopped celery. I used 3 cloves of garlic, but you can use less or more. You can also use garlic powder instead if you prefer. We need some shredded chicken, some heavy whipping cream, some chicken stock. I used a combination of peas and carrots for my veggies. If you do not groove on those, you can use whatever you want, but for me, I like to keep it pretty traditional, and that's pretty traditional for creamed chicken or creamed turkey. And then you're going to need some seasonings. I like using seasoned salt. I did use some poultry seasoning, and I also like to use lemon pepper. I love Lowry's, but you can use whatever you want. The lemon just is very complimentary to the chicken, and then I always like a little bit of pepper in my food. So that seasoning I love in this dish. It works really well. The other thing that you might want to have on hand is either Better Than Bouillon chicken soup base, or bouillon granules, or a bouillon cube, simply because after you make the dish, I always taste it, and if I feel like it doesn't have enough chicken flavor from the chicken stock I used, I like to put another teaspoon or so of chicken granules in there, or a half a teaspoon of Better Than Bouillon chicken base. Using the bouillon or the soup base is a great way to add more flavor. Just be mindful that they also contain a lot of sodium, so you want to make sure to be careful of how much you use so that your dish doesn't turn out too salty. If you want to use this for pot pie filling, I would reduce the amount of liquid I'm using, so I would only use 2 cups of the chicken stock instead of 3. If you were going to use it as a creamy chicken noodle soup base, I would increase the amount of stock I'm using. So I would add an additional cup or 2 of chicken stock, add my noodles, and then you have a delicious creamy chicken noodle soup as well. So just make adjustments as needed depending on how you're going to use it. I think this recipe is perfect as is for creamed chicken. As you're cooking it, you're gonna think this is pretty runny or pretty saucy, but as it cools, it does, like any gravy, it will thicken up for you, so keep that in mind as you're cooking it. When it's hot, it's not gonna be the same consistency as it is when it starts to cool, so keep that in mind so that doesn't turn out too pasty. If you cook away too much of the liquid, it will get super thick. So just keep that in mind and make adjustments as needed depending on how you want to use it. So I'm going to bring you in close and we're going to get started. Okay, we're going to start by melting 4 tablespoons of butter in your saucepan. To that, I'm going to add a half a cup of chopped onion. That's about half of a medium onion. I'm using a sweet onion here. And then we're going to add about a quarter of a cup of chopped celery. We're going to season that with a little bit of salt, about a half a teaspoon or so. So we're going to saute our onions and our celery until the onions start to soften and turn translucent. It's going to be about 4 to 5 minutes, and then we'll start adding our other ingredients. Once your onions start to soften and turn translucent, then I'm going to add some freshly chopped garlic. If you don't want to add the freshly chopped garlic, you could always use garlic powder instead. I have about 3 small cloves. Just use whatever you prefer. Obviously, the more garlic you use, the more garlicky flavor there's going to be. The less you use, the less garlic flavor there will be. So use your own discretion. I used 3 cloves. You just want to cook that. Once you add the garlic, you only want to cook it for about a minute. We don't want our garlic to burn or it'll turn bitter. Once your garlic starts to smell fragrant, then you're going to add 4 tablespoons of flour. So basically we're going to be making a roux here. So add your flour all at once. And we want our butter to absorb our flour. And we don't want any raw flour flavor, so we're going to continue to cook this for a minute or so. Just until your flour absorbs all of your liquid, and we want to cook out that raw flour flavor. So you're going to want to cook it for at least a minute. Make sure you're stirring constantly so nothing burns or sticks. All right, once you have cooked your flour for about a minute or so, we're going to add about 3 cups of stock. I'm using chicken stock. I did use reconstituted better than bouillon. We're going to give that a stir. And you want to stir constantly here until this comes to a full boil. Okay, for those of you who are new to making gravy, starting with the roux, which is basically what we've done here, we've made a chicken gravy with some vegetables added to it. You can always use a whisk here as you're cooking it. That will make sure that your gravy that will make sure your quote-unquote gravy is nice and smooth here. So that's always an option if you are afraid that you just using a spoon won't prevent clumps. I don't really have that problem, but I did want to show you can use the whisk as an option. But what we do want to do is we want to bring this up to a boil. We want it nice and bubbly, and we're going to let that cook for about 5 minutes, and then I will bring you back and add the rest of our ingredients. All right, once your gravy has gotten nice and bubbly and it is cooked for approximately 5 minutes or so, we're going to go ahead and we're going to add some heavy whipping cream. I'm going to add 1 cup of heavy whipping cream. Once you add your cream, we really don't want it boiling too much, so you want to reduce your heat so that it's like a medium low. Then I'm going to add about 1 cup of peas and carrots. These were frozen. I just defrosted them. You could also use mixed vegetables here if you prefer. I really just like the peas and carrots. And then you're going to add about 2 cups of cooked shredded chicken or turkey here. Like I said, this is a great way to use up leftover turkey. Rotisserie chicken is a great cheater here to use for a really quick weeknight meal. And then we're going to add about 1 teaspoon of seasoned salt. And then I'm going to add about 1/2 teaspoon of lemon pepper seasoning. The lemon just helps bring out the flavor of the chicken, and I like a little bit of pepper in mine. So we're going to add that. And we're going to bring this to a simmer, and we're going to let it simmer about another 5 minutes. Okay, for the last 5 minutes, you really just want a nice gentle simmer. We just want all the flavors to marry together, and we want to give it a chance to thicken up a little bit more, but you don't want it boiling hard. You just want a nice gentle simmer. So the one thing I did forget to add as far as seasonings go is I always do add some poultry seasoning, some dried poultry seasoning. So we're going to add about 1/2 teaspoon or so of that. It's optional. I think it adds great flavor, but that's up to you. 1/4 to 1/2 teaspoon there. We're going to give that a stir one last time, and then I'm going to taste it. All right, mine tastes pretty spot on, but if you feel like you need more flavor to it, or more, especially more chicken flavor, you could add an additional 1/2 to 1 teaspoon of the Better Than Bouillon chicken base. You could add some chicken bouillon granules. You could add a chicken bouillon cube. That's entirely up to you. It'll just give you more of a chicken flavor. So that some of the bouillons and the bases and the granules, they contain a lot of salt. So you want to make sure that you don't get it too salty by adding more of the chicken flavoring. So just be mindful of that. Also, I wanted to note that as this sits and cools, it will thicken for you. So you don't want it super thick in your pan. You want it saucy enough that you can pour it over biscuits, mashed potatoes, or rice. Okay guys, so what'd you think? Pretty easy, right? It's really it comes together so quickly. And like I said, it's the perfect way to use up some of your leftover turkey from Thanksgiving. If you want to make it a quick weeknight meal, just pick up a rotisserie chicken from your grocery store and most of the hard work is done for you. Of course, you can always cook off your own chicken if you prefer, but why not take a little bit of help from the grocery store when we can, right? Also, like I said, you could use any vegetable really that you want. For me, peas and carrots are traditional in cream chicken. They're also always found in chicken pot pie filling. That's why I like to use them. But you can use whatever vegetable you like. Broccoli would work really well here. Mixed vegetables, sky's the limit. So use what you like. I love serving it over biscuits. But you could serve it over rice or mashed potatoes as well. Like I said, it also is the perfect base for a pot pie filling. If you want to make a pot pie filling with it, I would reduce the amount of chicken stock that you are using to 2 cups instead of 3. And then the 1 cup, still use the 1 cup of your heavy whipping cream. So let's give it a taste and see how we did. You really just cannot beat it over a homemade buttermilk biscuit. It's creamy. See, I told you how it would thicken up some as it starts to cool. So keep that in mind when you're making it. It's not going to be as liquidy as it is when it's simmering or boiling. It's so good, so comforting. It's rich, it's creamy, so satisfying and perfect for this time of year. And like I said, it's a great way to use up that leftover turkey from Thanksgiving instead of chicken. It's a great recipe to have in your weeknight arsenal for a quick weeknight meal. So I appreciate you coming along today with me, guys. If you have any comments or questions, as always, leave them for me in the comment section. Don't forget to like, subscribe, and share, and I will see you next time. Have a great day, guys.